Got our first two-time guest. Guess who it is?
Who is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Welcome to Schrec Attack. I'm Schrec. I attack, I guess. I have a guest today. He also attacks now. Two-time guest, Patrick Ferrano. How are you?
I'm well, and I am probably rusty. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I haven't heard you for a hot minute on some mics.
A few months, yeah, back in the booth.
Yeah, welcome back.
Getting my sea legs back.
Yeah. So, today we're going to talk about something interesting. I had this plan a while ago where I was going to talk about the apocalypse. I was going to get 5 or 6 people to send me in like sound clips, but then I was like, I could do full episodes on this shit.
Just milk it.
Yeah,
for all it's worth.
I can milk the fuck out of this. And apocalypse is one of those things where people might find it, interesting to listen to.
And the apocalypse is never out of date. It's always looming off in the distance.
Always.
This is evergreen content, as they call it.
Yeah, and like you can talk about this until it literally happens.
Which it might never happen, so you just keep kicking the ball down. You never know. Every couple years, new potential apocalypses arise.
I think I've survived like 4 or 5 at this point in my life.
I mean, we survived Y2K.
We survived 2012.
We survived 2012. Wasn't there like some... Or no, that's the Mayan calendar thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 2012 was Mayan calendar. I think there was some economic crash that was supposed to like send us all into a Great Depression and be our demise.
Is that not happening?
Well, we'll see in a couple of years.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. We survived COVID. Still getting asked COVID questions anytime I end up, in a situation.
We survive asteroid impact on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Think about that.
We have like a system going up to shoot them down now, I think.
I mean, that makes sense. This is where our tax money should be going.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, where else could it go?
I mean, if my eggs are going to cost $6 a carton, at least they can shoot asteroids out of the sky.
That's true, man.
If I'm going to fund the military complex, they can shoot for missiles, they can shoot them at asteroids.
As somebody that eats eggs every day, those are getting pricey.
Right.
So, we do have a theory, and Rick has brought this theory to me. When was the first time we talked about this?
Like 3 podcasts ago, iterations of ours, in like 2018.
This was a Kids with Wrenches one, wasn't it?
This is like one of the first episodes of Kids with Wrenches, which dates back, like I said, like 2018, 2019.
And ever since then, I feel like, I'm not saying that podcast did it, but the internet's kind of caught on.
There's a few things, I don't want to toot my own horn or Wolf's horn, but I feel like we hit on some topics over the years that have definitely become memes on like Reddit culture throughout the years. From, hey, we talked about that. And, just wish, could get a little credit.
Yeah, so, as we know, Australia is probably the deadliest place on Earth. Spiders bigger than your head.
Giant poisonous spiders. The wilderness is constantly on fire.
Everything wants to kill you there.
Everything in the water wants to kill you.
The snakes are like 20 feet long or some shit.
I just imagine.
Yeah.
The koalas all have venereal diseases.
Yeah. But there's one thing down there everybody thinks is like cute and cuddly.
Yeah, no, we're going to... Kangaroos, people. Like, Kangaroo Watch. Kangaroo Watch 2024. It's pretty much like, you ever used to watch Stephen Colbert's show?
Yeah.
Like, hey, like the bear, like the threat watch.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, China, Russia, bears. We're not paying enough attention to these apex predators of the wild that could kill at will. But bears are a problem. Kangaroos.
And even like bears, like, we at least have sayings for those, black bear, you get big.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's supposed to be like black bear fight, brown bear flight, where you just kind of play dead. And then polar bear, you're fucked.
Polar bear, you're fucked. I think like grizzlies, even you like yell, you might be able to like get them to turn away.
Yeah.
If you like scream loud enough at them.
We don't have shit for kangaroos.
You gotta fight them.
You gotta fight them.
You gotta square up and box them.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Or choke them up before they choke you.
And they are like natural born MMA fighters.
Yeah.
Except stronger.
Like this is the thing I would go back to with those. Is like the part that gets me. I think people are finally, as you said, kind of coming to their senses. I'll see some TikTok videos or like Instagram reels, and the comments on these kangaroo videos are usually like, if this was like if you watch like a fantasy film or like a cartoon, and there was like a race of creatures that looked like kangaroos, like that couldn't be real.
Yeah.
But they are real in the real world, and we just act like these like human, like rabbit hybrids that walk on 2 feet and have hands are completely normal. She's like, oh, just look at that normal thing. Like, no, that looks like a humanoid NPC you would fight in World of Warcraft.
And then we see humans with like 8 packs, and we're like, what a jacked motherfucker.
Yeah.
And kangaroos are all rocking like 24 packs.
Yeah, they're jacked. They're shredded.
They're terrifying.
They are. They look. And it's like, now imagine these things that they gain some level of sentience. Yeah, picture it with a weapon. They have hands. We say about like monkeys and chimpanzees and they're like learning how to spearfish and stuff, like, which is terrifying. We have a whole movie series about Planet of the Apes.
Yeah,
but it's like I'm feeling like if we had like a sentient, take that same storyline where like someone's like like the Chinese experiment on marsupials, and they gain consciousness and they start using weapons and communicating. It's like they would take over Australia like that.
I'm glad you said marsupials, because that's a word I often struggle with, and if somebody doesn't say it first, I turn into like that fish from Finding Nemo with anemone, except I'm like what just happened? But
it's a fun word to say.
Yeah. So kangaroos, man. Where did you when did you first like realize like these things might be a problem?
I can't remember what even started that conversation, because it wasn't a planned conversation. It just kind of sprung. But I think that's just always my thing. Like, they're so ridiculous looking, and we just normalize it. Like, it's just, oh, it's a dog. Oh, it's like it's like, no, they're not. They're and they're only in Australia.
It's technically like Australia's deer, except they're much more terrifying than deer.
Yeah. Another fun fact about these, the population of kangaroos is 32 million in the wild of Australia. Now that's an armed force that could invade. They have a higher population than some countries.
Australia should just bypass having any type of army. I don't know what Australia's military force is like, because that's not something I typically look into. But they could just train kangaroos and probably win a war.
There are almost as many kangaroos in Australia as there are people who live in Canada. So now, I'm not saying that here necessarily. Now, Australia's military force I don't think is powerful enough to wage war, but let's just say they partner with a modern axis of evil.
Yeah.
Let's just say okay, we're going to keep Australia. They're going to go deploy trained, militarized kangaroos and deploy them in Alaska and have them just invade Canada through the north. They're coming down, and then there goes our neighbors. The Canadians are done. They're screwed. Armed Australian kangaroos with bad attitude.
I'm not sure what kangaroos, if they have a, like, what do they do in the winter? Do they just exist still? Or do they hibernate?
I don't know.
Because this could be an animal. I mean, Australia gets all 4 seasons. This could be an animal that just fucks year round.
And with that population, they must be doing a lot of fucking.
So much fucking. But, like, they could probably be better equipped for a winter invasion than,
They do not hibernate. They are just out and about doing kangaroo shit.
Certain bad people back in the day that did not survive the winter. Kangaroos, stronger than humans.
They are adapted for winter. They grow a heavy winter coat.
I do too, but in the summer it gives me problems.
Kangaroos, they adapt to all climates. They're they're like built like Olympic athletes. They have cardio for days. They can handle any terrain.
And they have a way they can fight that we can't predict. I mean, have you ever seen a kangaroo Superman punch somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have Raymond Reigns. We have Roman Reigns with a beautiful Superman punch, or my preferred wrestler of choice, Orange Cassidy, with his orange punch, which is just a Superman punch that I think personally looks better, but it's probably because he's smaller and can get more
of his body into it.
kangaroos can Superman punch, and they have a fucking tail that can launch them into it.
They use their tails to go back and then project themselves forward with more ferocity. We don't have that. We just have to use our forward momentum. They can create more forward momentum with their tail.
Could you
springboard kick you?
Could you imagine a kangaroo doing a missile drop kick?
That's exactly what I'm picturing.
That's what, like, they don't even need the top rope.
No.
The
top rope is built into their body.
And kangaroos, I mean, they jump like fucking 16 feet at a time, don't they?
They're super athletes, yeah.
Yeah.
These are just super athletes. Just waiting, untapped potential.
If we put kangaroos into the Olympics, how many golds do you think they'd win?
I mean, this is, I'm telling you, man, like the Chinese, the Russians, they're going to come over there like, you know what, we got to get back. We've fallen from grace. This is our way back in. And they're going to create kangaroo super soldiers, super athletes.
Yeah, so our first apocalypse episode, if you haven't figured out by now, us talking about kangaroos for 10 minutes, is the kangaroo takeover. And I know a lot of people are listening to that. They're probably like, that's ridiculous. But is it?
Is it, though? Is it, though?
With them fucking like machines. I mean, they're fucking like rabbits.
That's the main. So this is the hypothetical spot in an apocalypse scenario. As they are right now, no, they're not taking over. But they're damn scary. But in the hands of terrible, powerful people, these kangaroos can be wielded like, just pawns of war. That I don't want to deal with that. Just look out you just imagine looking outside your window right now. You just see just like whatever you call a group of kangaroos, like a troop of kangaroos, armed, just communicating kangaroos coming down and sweeping your neighbors' houses. It's more scary than seeing humans because it would be the shock value also. Like, what are these alien creatures invading my home? It's like you're watching Lord of the Rings and like orcs and goblins coming down and like raiding a village.
I think kangaroos are just herds, but I'm shocked that it's an animal I actually do not know the group name of. And I know like a sleuth of bears.
Or a business of ferrets.
An embarrassment of pandas.
Wow, that seems... Why is that so negative? Right here, a mob.
Oh my god.
A mob of... an angry
They're
mob
gangsters.
Of kangaroos. Yes. Mobs or troops, they call them. Hey,
Wow.
How did I get that?
There it is.
Or courts. Like kangaroo court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't want to get into politics. A certain person is going to come into power, and he's going to entrust the courts to the kangaroos now.
You want more politics? The male kangaroo is referred to as a buck or a boomer.
Boom. Okay.
We got a troop of boomers just taking over.
I'm laughing, but like if this happened, I would not. This is no laughing matter. I wasn't ready for a buck to be called boomers.
A mob of boomers.
A mob of boomers.
And I feel like they come here, they're strong enough. You never know. Our own right wing boomer.
Our own boomers are going to take in the kangaroo boomers.
They might side with, hey, these kangaroos they don't take no shit. They're just here, and you know what? I like their energy. I like their attitude. And they go to the White House.
This might be the most realistic thing we've brought up yet. And then the military.
Then they're on the side of the kangaroos and like, hey, there's nothing in the rule book that says a kangaroo can't play football. And then you're like, so kangaroo rights comes out and it becomes a whole big hot button issue. But really, there's plants from China.
And then Harrison Butker becomes BFFs with the kangaroo because they have the same fucking beliefs.
Yep. Now they're intermingled with our right-wing extremists because China planted them here in the election year. Just to sow chaos. And then they're like sleeper agents, so when the time is right, they hit the signal, fire the klaxon off, and then they just go rabid.
They have fucking rocket launchers.
They're just rocket launchers and rocket punching people to hell.
And kangaroos are so strong, they'd probably fucking hold up 2 rocket launchers, no problem.
Oh, at least then they can jump in the air and they'll have an aerial advantage to shoot down like you do in Halo. When you get a rocket launcher, you get the high vertical.
Yeah.
Get more damage, more splash damage.
And it also keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah, they're out of the way.
So out of the way. Yeah.
Then they can use that to launch themselves even higher. This is I came into this with little to no notes, and now it's just cascading into a spiral of terror.
No, yeah, no. We typically, we've done a few podcasts before. We typically come with no notes. We have a general idea what we're going to talk about. Like, we knew this was going to be an apocalyptic episode where we were going to lean into what would many consider a silly idea.
You know, an apocalypse is just a bad event gone to the extreme. So this is, like a volcano, an extreme volcano, or like an asteroid, an extreme asteroid.
I mean,
civil unrest, an extreme civil unrest.
And I plan on having this as a reoccurring theme. Like, I'm going to open up season 2 with an apocalypse episode, but it's just going to be me flying solo, like what I believe. So, and I want it to be I want each person to speak their mind. So I know Dan left a comment a few episodes ago whenever I asked people for their apocalypse ideas, and he said he believes it's going to be a nuclear war. He took a more quote-unquote realistic scenario. Mm-hmm. Now, he did say he has Christian beliefs that way, but he was going to leave them out for the main purpose of the topic, which I respect. Mm-hmm. But I do, especially with the way the world's working now, like a nuclear war is very possible. And
it's always kind of a looming threat.
Yeah, could fucking end us any day now. But imagine even more the kangaroos get hold of the nuclear weapons.
I mean, if things get too out of control, you gotta hit the reset button. Like, how do we get these damn kangaroos out of here? They've infiltrated the country.
And we have kangaroos at zoos, and a lot of people are like, yeah, I want to go pet one of those things. Whenever I go into a kangaroo exhibit, especially at the Pittsburgh Zoo, that's one we live near, you can go in with the kangaroos.
Yeah, you can go hold their babies.
It's a fucking miracle that nobody has gotten jacked.
Now imagine the scene, like, just assuming these are all sleeper kangaroos, just waiting for the signal to go off. So, like, you're at the zoo, Pittsburgh Zoo, like, the zoos around the country, everyone's in there in the thing, and the big signal goes off.
Yeah.
It's in the satellites, and it goes, and they have chips in their brains, and it goes off, and you just see that everybody's laughing, and they all just stand up, and they just look around, and just start assaulting everyone that's in there. It's a bloodbath.
And those kangaroos, they'll drag you to water and fucking drown you. They'll drown you.
They'll take your kids, they'll take your dogs, and they'll just go hold them hostage.
Yeah, underwater.
Yes, there's videos of this. Go look them up.
There's legitimate videos of people trying to fight off kangaroos from drowning their dogs.
Yes. They can get your dog, they can get your small children, they can get you if you're not, if they catch you sleeping, they'll catch you.
They'll choke you out. They'll Superman punch you. They'll missile drop kick you. They sound like wrestling moves because they are, but at the same time, those are moves that'll fuck you up if they're taken seriously. There's a reason they say don't try the shit at home.
There's a reason also probably why are kangaroos only in Australia, which is already a penal colony from Britain. Everyone there was just put there's like a giant prison country. Just put criminals and wild, deadly animals.
Dude, Australia is such a terrifying place.
It's like a battle royale video game in real life.
Everything there just wants to kill you.
Britain was just like, let's just put a bunch of crazy animals and deranged criminals on this big island and let them sort it out. And then they managed to create a society.
It's
like Fallout in real life.
Yeah, before you put on your shoes in Australia, you have to, like, fucking check them for spiders and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, well, first off, like, you gotta do that, or else you'll die. But second off, what happened? Like, what do you do if you pick up your fucking shoe, you knock it around a little, and a giant-ass spider the size of your head fucking crawls out of it?
Look, man, I don't deal with little spiders around here. I'd leave my mortgage information there, and they can have the house.
I do remember whenever I lived with you, we had this fucking wild-ass looking spider, and that bear found. Mm-hmm. And I do believe one of our considerations was just fucking like, all right, let's leave with the keys.
I'm gonna call the gas company and the water company and just, hey, the bill's in the spider's name now.
Hey.
I can't make payments anymore.
Yeah.
Go consult with him. He's the owner now. He's in charge.
He just fucking steals your house.
But if he was the size of my shoe and he's in there and he's poisonous and he can kill me, I say, you know what? It's all yours, man.
The shoe's yours. The house is yours.
I'm good. I'll go restart somewhere else.
I don't even want to catch a house on fire because I'm afraid you'll find me afterwards.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan.
Do you think kangaroos can use matches?
They seem like they have the capabilities to do so.
Kangaroos will burn down your house.
And it looks so cute doing this. You're just like, oh.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, yeah, it's fine, it's cute. I want to know
We
what...
excuse a lot of bad behavior from cute things.
Yeah. I want, like... Let's take a trip back memory lane. R.I.P. Harambe.
R.I.P. I think it's like his anniversary here.
Oh.
Sometime this month.
Yeah, it is about that time, huh? What if I was a kangaroo? Do you think people would feel more bad about it?
If Harambe was a kangaroo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people think kangaroos are cute and harmless.
Yeah, I feel like if a kid fell into a kangaroo exhibit and the kangaroo's bludgeoned them to death, I feel like people are like, oh, but look at it. He had to put its ears down like a dog and look all sad.
Yeah, Harambe was he had the
Harambe
misfortune
looked like a linebacker.
of being a big-ass gorilla.
Yeah.
And honestly, he's probably more gentle than a kangaroo.
I would probably... Yeah, I'd probably go with that. I feel like monkeys and apes and gorillas are more humane.
Yeah.
Kangaroos, you look at those cold, dead eyes. They're like little sociopaths. I feel like they would have no qualms with just like you let them in your house and like, oh look, he's so cute. And then you go to sleep and the next thing you know, he's choking your dog out.
In a situation where we are overran by kangaroos, do you think we have a chance of befriending the gorillas, the primates, and fighting back?
I think they're gonna just sit back and watch the chaos.
I feel like kangaroos have more of an advantage than monkeys, because even though monkeys have do kangaroos have opposable thumbs?
I don't know if they have opposable thumbs, but then they have like 4 fingers, like type.
But they have the advantage because they can just fucking leap. Monkeys are quick. They can climb.
This goes back to the eternal argument we always have of doing like a March Madness bracket for like animal fights, like Pokemon, and see who would come out on top.
I feel like kangaroos will make it a good distance. If
They
not,
could at least make it to the Elite 8.
yeah. If not, win.
Because I feel like part of what happened, they're good with group tactics. They give like a mob of kangaroos could like subdue a gorilla, but I don't think one-on-one a kangaroo could beat a gorilla.
Gorillas are pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, and they're fast and they're intelligent.
Yeah.
So I think that what happens in the kangaroo's favor is their mob mentality. Just straight up gang shit.
Gang.
They're just out there.
Kangaroo gang. They just throw...
Like bloodline tactics.
They just throw up their ones.
Yep, and they can do that.
Kangaroos are a force to be reckoned with. I think they would definitely win. They come to the Elite 8, if not Final 4.
They do not have opposable thumbs, but the fingers oppose each other. It says oppose each other radially, which means they can still grip things with their fingers
and strangle them.
So they have strong grips and can grab things as if they do have opposable thumbs.
You might need to make a specialized weapon for them if somebody were to...
I think if you're going to fund this whole operation, yeah, you would make kangaroo certified weapons, and
they need a different type of trigger than we have.
Yeah, then if we would try and subdue them and take it off, it wouldn't work as well for us.
No,
because it wouldn't fit our grips the same way.
They're gonna have more advantages.
Yeah.
My God, kangaroos, man.
The kangaroo apocalypse. I know how you're gonna talk this one because now talking about normal apocalypse just seems very...
I know, because my apocalypse is very boring. My apocalypse is just fucking another ice age.
Nuclear fallout. That's old news. Just go watch the Fallout show.
Or play any of the Fallout games.
Or any post-apocalyptic storyline. And then you can even tie an ice age into that, because a lot of people assume the ice age will become from a nuclear winter.
I believe the ice age is going to come from the world trying to correct itself because of our fucking global warming that everybody thinks is a myth. Just like I think kangaroo takeover's a myth.
Well, that's the hubris of man, is we get very sure of ourselves and we think we know everything, and then we don't account for things as, that could never happen, and then we don't account for it, and then it sneaks up on us.
the benefits of being a dumbass.
Strangles us to death.
Benefits of being a dumbass. I don't trust anything.
It is a thing where it's like the curse of knowledge is that you start to then assume everyone thinks the way you do. And you also get very caught in your little intellect peer bubble. So you're like, oh, we all know this is true, so we're not even going to think about these things. There's these outlier issues. That's not even a thing that we're thinking about putting our precious energy into. And that's how they sneak up on you. It's the underdog, the thing you're not expecting.
You're getting too comfortable. Just gotta be uncomfortable all the time. Don't push yourself too hard, though. I'm speaking from experience, but don't. You want to be uncomfortable in your life, I guess.
Yeah, comfort breeds complacency, which then lets cute things sneak up on you and take advantage of you.
Cute things like fucking kangaroos.
Mm-hmm. Wolves in sheep clothing.
Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about like an embarrassment of pandas. I mean, pandas are kind of cute, other than diseases they might have.
They seem entirely too lazy.
Yeah, they're lazy. There's a reason they're called an embarrassment because have you seen any panda videos?
Yeah. At worst, they'll try and unionize.
They just kind of fucking roll around. I don't think it's on purpose.
It's just how they are, man.
They fall and they just keep rolling. There's nothing they can do about it.
They just don't care.
There's no good. Well,
it's like whatever.
Isn't it whenever they eat like bamboo and shit? Like there's something in there that just has them high all the time.
Is that what that is, or is that koala bears and eucalyptus?
That might be koala bears and eucalyptus.
Because they're just like, they don't care because they all have gonorrhea and they're just like, I just need something to numb the pain.
That's
numb the pain of existence.
Yeah.
So they're just sitting there getting high all day and just fucking and getting high and spreading. Their existence is kind of an embarrassment, but it's not really their fault.
It's just the way they were brought up, I guess.
They're a victim of circumstance.
Yeah.
Much like most of us.
And we're fortunate that kangaroos are not brought up to kill us because they would.
Well, they would. If they're given the right, someone points them in the right direction, gives them the means to do so, they'd have no qualms with taking us out.
Giving them the means to do so, the motivation to do so. They're just grass eaters, aren't they? So they wouldn't be motivated by food.
No. They'd be motivated by, more
territory
and, resources.
Somebody comes up to a kangaroo and they find a way to talk to it, and they're like, hey, we can offer you land where the spiders aren't the size of your fucking pouch.
What if it's the spiders they have issue? Maybe it's the spiders they have issue with, and they're mad because the humans that live there have pushed them out into the outback, where there's even more untamed wildlife. And they're like, yeah, why do those guys get to go live in the city and have all this land? We want all that.
I've seen videos of kangaroos fucking infiltrating houses.
So have I.
And people, for some reason, are just cool with it.
Yeah, just let them in.
Like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that woman, she's just like, oh, it's like knocking on the door. She's like, oh, what are you doing in here? What are you doing back here? It's like, I wouldn't do that if a bear was at my back door.
Oh.
He's just knocking on my door, and it's like, hey, man, oh, you want to come in?
I wouldn't do that if a deer fucking came to my back door.
No.
Nah, dude. Have you seen a deer buck?
If a deer gets in your house and starts spooked, it's just gonna break all your shit and flounder around and kick your door down and break your table. And
kangaroos have more power behind them. I don't every time I see a kangaroo video of somebody just being like, oh, I take a seat on the couch.
Yeah, just hang out, bro.
Just saying, what? That kangaroo can flip like a switch.
It's like, yeah, we worry about if a dog goes feral. What's a kangaroo gonna do when it goes feral?
It's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you. It's gonna call up its mobs.
Call up the homies.
They're gonna fucking missile dropkick your house down.
You could probably kick a door in.
I bet they could do some damage.
I bet they could if your door's not sturdy enough, they could probably test the hinges pretty well.
I bet if you had a wood frame, not a stone foundation or anything, but just a wooden house, they can take that thing down.
Yeah, I feel like if a human can kick a door down with enough, the right technique and form, I feel like a kangaroo has to have more pure kicking power. And most animals have a higher pain tolerance than the average human.
Yeah.
So if they kick it and they kind of fuck up, they'll just keep going. They don't the pain doesn't register in the same way it does for us.
Do kangaroos use their heads at all? Do they headbutt anything?
I feel like they could.
I wonder if their heads are hard.
I don't know. I don't know.
I have not seen a video of a kangaroo headbutting anything.
Doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
I've seen them Superman punch. I've seen them missile drop kick. I've seen them fucking drown dogs.
Yeah, I've seen them get people in headlocks.
Yeah.
Do a headlock takeover.
Dude, like, what if they have a fighting technique where they just suffocate you in their pouch?
Yeah, we're not even like taking their pouch. And they could. How much ammo could they stash
So much ammo.
in a pouch? They have built-in fanny packs.
Kangaroos are built
They're built for war.
for war.
They are absolutely built for war.
Ah, man. Alright, so first
Or
apocalypse.
they can have like the little Joey, the little wallabies could be like in there, and then they come out and it's coming over. And, it's like a kangaroo with like a helmet on. He comes over and he pulls his gun. He's like, "Hey, freeze!" And then the Joey pops up and he's also packing.
You got... Alright, so
It's like a mounted
you got a
machine gun.
kangaroo with 2 fucking rocket launchers attached to it. And it's ready to go, And as it leaps up in the air, little Joey comes out of the pouch and he's just fucking mowing people down as, we
Or
got...
he hops out and it gives him a high vantage point. He can just pop up there and just post up with a rifle.
Fuck. Kangaroos, man. Made
There's
for
so
war.
much potential for being the ultimate apex killing machines.
Those things learn how to use weapons. We're fucked. We're fucked immediately.
Yeah, like I said, this turns into like a fucking sci-fi movie. You go to some planet that's like that's the race of creatures living there, and it's like, oh shit, we have fucked up.
Yeah, some people believe, the Saiyans are the problems. But it's whatever the kangaroo people are called.
Yeah, it's like ancient aliens, and they came. That's like the theory. They came and they made us. It's like, but what if they didn't choose to like experiment on monkeys? They chose to do that with kangaroos. But maybe they come back now.
There aren't too many animals I think we could make this theory about. I mean,
That's kind of the whole point there.
Monkeys is the obvious choice, but do we have anything else where...
It's like you watch play like D&D or games like that. They always have they're called the humanoids. They're like these they're like the half human, half whatever random creature, or like you give like an animal sentience. It's like it's like obvious like Planet of the Apes. That's the go-to. That's the classic. It's like kangaroos, sure, but yeah, after those two, which ones do you think could compete with humans?
I'm trying to think of another humanoid animal.
There's not a lot of them.
Struggling.
It's like literally monkeys and kangaroos. They're not even called,
Even the animals that walk on like 2 legs,
there's not a lot of them.
You get to like penguins, but they have flippers.
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't gonna fucking fire any weapons.
Like a goose.
Those things are
That'd be terrifying.
pretty scary. I mean, they already want to fuck everything up.
Geese are already an abomination of God. Those things are terrifying. They have teeth on their tongues.
Yeah, they do.
They're like snake birds.
And they chase.
They're like the closest thing we have to like a chimera or like a fucking...
You piss off a goose, dude, they're after you forever.
Like imagine if they had like spit acid or something.
Oh.
Like had fire breath.
Then this entire conversation would be about geese, not kangaroos.
Right. Alright, let's just say like some evil supervillain just has like all these serums and he's like going around the world and he's just like experimenting on the local fauna and he just turns them into like badass versions of them.
Oh no.
Like that's the idea. Like the kangaroos become militarized and he makes like acid spitting like
Geese.
ill-tempered geese.
What else? I mean, if we leave birds behind, what do we have that walks on 2 legs?
Platypus, and they're poisonous.
Are platypuses? Can I say that?
Platypusy.
Are platypuses poisonous?
Yes, they have little barbs
Oh,
on their feet.
they're also blind as fuck, aren't they?
They're like and they're a weird animal. They're in an animal family that they're like the only one that's a part of it.
Yeah.
I forget what it is.
What are they considered?
I looked it up one time. They're fascinating, but they're like the only. They're like one of none. They're the only thing in that like genus or whatever you want to call it.
The platypuses.
Platypusi. Platypus animal. Well, they're a mammal, but there's known as monotremes. They're the only mammals that lay eggs.
Huh.
They're the only kind.
And I mean, I know there's some unique cases. I mean, like
Also
octopus.
found in Australia.
Of course they are.
They're also one of the
Yeah.
only venomous mammals.
And they want to kill you.
They are the only mammal that is venomous and lays eggs.
If you live in Australia, you want to kill people. Yeah, I'm starting to think Australians might want to kill
Yeah,
people.
they have like hidden blades on their back feet.
Hidden blades, like...
The heels of their hind feet have stingers with toxin on them. Very powerful toxin, apparently.
So if you just go to Australia, you could take all the creatures and just weaponize them.
It's not lethal to humans, but it's extremely painful. Like debilitating. So like take you down and then like they could fuck you up.
Australia. Wow.
I actually didn't know platypus were in Australia.
Me neither.
I actually didn't know where platypus were from. Yeah,
I didn't.
They have barbed feet. They have like duck feet.
Yo, those things will fuck you up.
Now you put those on a goose.
Oh
we're
my
gonna
god,
splice
no.
them. Give geese
That's
those.
not.
So they're now poisonous, but then they also spit acid.
And they chase you.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give up.
No, they don't give a fuck. You like hit them and they won't back down.
Yeah. They will.
They can take a punch. I've seen videos of them like fighting people and people have to like fight them off and they just don't give a shit. You would think those big long necks you could take them out and like you hit them and like
Yeah, I think most birds are assholes. Speaking of back into bird territory, things with two legs, ostriches, emus.
Oh wow, yeah.
Emus are mean as fuck.
And like emo ostriches.
Yeah.
They're just like ostriches with a bad attitude. Yeah, I know. We completely forgot about those. Once again, I think they're in Australia as well. I know they're in Africa, but I think they're also in Australia.
I think they are in Australia. They can't fly. We're safe from them flying.
Mm-hmm.
But they can run 50 miles per hour.
I've been saying for years that when I get like a new house and have more property, I want to get guard emus.
And I'll never visit you.
There's the thing, the one farm out towards I used to deliver there. When I delivered pizza, they had emus.
I legit would never visit. I'll be too scared.
Yeah. Emus are wild. And they're creepy because their legs bend backwards. I didn't know that. That's the difference between an ostrich. Like ostriches, their legs bend the way you would think. Emus bend inverted.
That's why.
Because I saw them at the one petting zoo and it was laying down, and when it stood up, its legs like unfolded. It was very creepy.
That's I don't even want to picture that.
Like yeah, so like bending like this, it hinged the opposite way. So like these were like flat. And when it got up, it just like its legs reassembled. I'm
How
like,
fast
"Whoa."
I know ostrich run about 45, 50 miles per hour. Do the emus keep up with them?
I don't. I think emus are bigger. I can't remember which.
Are emus bigger? I thought
Emu.
the ostrich were bigger.
Emus are the largest birds in Australia. They're around 100 pounds, which seems light because they're gigantic. Or no, that's. Wait. No, they're saying down here. No,
Emu?
ostriches are bigger.
Okay.
Emus are about 100 pounds.
That's what I thought.
Ostriches are close to 300 pounds.
I would like to try an ostrich egg.
Yeah, look how his legs bend.
That is freaky. You know what? Fuck, dude. I just realized kangaroos, they have a reason to be angry with me. I had a kangaroo burger like a month ago.
Oh, wow, you did.
Yeah. I'm on kangaroo mob. Like, if they have a wall of infamy or something, like a most wanted wall,
Yeah.
I'm on there.
You're on there now.
I'm fucked.
You just get a knock at your door.
It's fucking
And you're like,
good.
oh, it's just like a jacked kangaroo just standing there.
My options are either open it and take my beating, or fucking don't open it and they smash down my door and I take my beating.
I like the idea that he's like wearing a suit. So he's like trying to like fool you to think he's like the IRS or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just doing a routine house check, or he like works for some kind of company. He's just like, oh sure, come in, sir. And then he's like,
Give me
kangaroo.
my money.
And then he just throws you in a chokehold.
This one's from Joey.
He just hip tosses you through your table.
We heard about you eating the kangaroo.
Give me my money, man.
Jesus fuck, dude, I really put myself out there for them. I mean, for anybody curious, kangaroo tastes kind of like deer, except more lean. I would say a lot more lean.
Yeah. I don't know. There's I would eat pretty much anything. I'm very curious if I would try. But yeah, I imagine it was like a venison.
Yeah, much more lean venison. I would say not a lot of fat to it. It could. We did it without seasoning. We wanted to get the pure taste. We made it into a burger.
The kangaroos are hearing this, by the way.
Yeah, it's great. I'm starting the kangaroo apocalypse right now. But, well, I'd eat it again.
If we have to fight a bunch of kangaroos off, we'll have plenty of Plenty to go
Plenty
around.
of kangaroo meat, yeah. That's how we survive the kangaroo apocalypse. We gotta kill them and eat them.
That's right. Because it's, frowned upon if you were killing other humans to eat them for sustenance in war. But it's not frowned upon to eat your enemy if it's an animal.
If if kangaroos become the enemy, so they get like prisoner of war rights? Do they become?
I mean, if they're like partially sentient, I think that changes everything.
Oh man.
Even if it's like a computer chip in their brain from like the Chinese that are making them think and do their commands, I feel like it's a blurry line.
It is.
It's like these things are communicating and have intention. It makes it really weird to eat it now. I think the whole reason it stops is like, it lets us eat animals. Like, oh, they don't have feelings.
You know what the real fun part about this podcast is gonna be? Whenever PETA fucking flags it.
This is a hate speech.
PETA's just gonna come knocking on my door. Now, sir, you put out an entire hate speech and propaganda against kangaroos. Okay, well, whenever the kangaroos come fucking trying to kill you, I'm not protecting you.
Yeah, you think they're gonna side with you because you guys are, backing them up? They don't care. They won't discriminate against
They don't
humans.
give a fuck, man.
We're all the same to them.
You're still an enemy. You just didn't eat them.
Yeah.
We got anything else we can say about kangaroos?
I feel like I could probably go forever, but I think we've made our point. We've
think-
made our case.
I think if we haven't made at least one believer, people are just refusing to wake up.
Or at least, we've made convinced people to go watch some kangaroo TikTok videos.
That's true. But you might...
Do your research, figure it
Yeah.
out yourself. I don't want to tell you what to think.
Yeah. We're putting it out there as like a warning. This could happen.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Spreading awareness.
Spreading awareness. That's well put. Rick, do you have any plugs you want to throw in there?
I do not at the moment. I'm just doing me. Strongly considering, if you followed the previous podcast I was on, Clinically Average, we did a blog site for that. Considering rebooting that, at least. I can't make any promises for the podcast, but might be something in the works. I'm never saying never with that.
Well, we might have something that he might plug eventually.
Maybe.
I'm sure he'll be back on the cast sometime.
Oh yeah.
Lives fucking 2 minutes away from me.
Yeah, I'm always down to yap about whatever.
Yeah, wherever, whatever.
Whatever.
Orange Cassidy lifestyle.
Trying to live that Orange Cassidy lifestyle.
I still have the same, search The Real B Schrec. If you don't find me, I'm not there. Schrec Attack has Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I have not been keeping up with the TikToks.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's a tough life out here. We got one more episode of the season next week, and it's gonna be a recap episode.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna start working on it pretty much as soon as I'm finished with this, because honestly, it's just going back and finding what I want to take from previous podcasts and throwing them together.
Nice.
Yep, just a trip down memory lane of season 1.
Tune in.
Then we take a month off because I'm starting a new job. I need to figure out my life. Where I'm going to experiment with new podcast stuff. Maybe I'll post stuff if it's good. I kind of have an experiment to say. I don't know if I'll go through with it, but we'll see. And
Stay tuned. If you find out, you'll know it happened. If you don't find out, I guess it didn't happen.
yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you for listening. Stay awesome. This has been Schrec Attack.
Hit the music.
Yeah.
A bolt came out of my chair during this, so I could end up on my ass at any time now.